Going live, going live. Oh, okay, we are live. Hello, everybody. Oh, the mic is over here. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Crossed Paths. How is everyone tonight? It's Hump Day, which means I'm on live. Yeah, so don't I. I gotta blow my nose. So, anyways, welcome. It's Hump Day. So it means we're halfway through the week, and we're going to do some reading. So let's say hi to those in here. Hi, Tess. Welcome. Hi. Oh, that's me. Hi, Book Lioness. Hi, D Star. I think that's what we have so far. So it usually takes a few for folks to filter in. So we're doing readings tonight. Let me see what we're going to do here. To get a reading tonight, just you're going to make one of those little symbols in the chat. That's like the, yeah, is it this way? Yeah, little greater man. No, he's this way. Oh, I don't know. I get backwards because the camera kind of flips it around. But that thing right there, make that in the chat. That's how you get on the list.
I'd actually like a reading.
Oh, you would like a reading? Well, make an arrow. So without further ado, let's play the brand. Us. Okay, so we have, and actually, before we get started, I'm going to do a reading for Lucian. He wants a reading. And we have.
No, do me after Tess.
Oh, after Tess?
Yeah,
okay.
Because I feel.
Tess.
Yeah. Tess got there before.
Oh, that's right. She's before you.
Yep.
Oh, see, I'm going to do it right.
Hi, Hexen. Wow!
Hexen's in there?
Yep. He just came in.
Okay, we've got Lee.
Hexen, sorry we missed your live. We'll watch it back after this.
Yeah, I did not get an alert. But then again.
Did you get Lee Sun Song Weaver?
Yeah, I got Lee Sung Song.
Okay.
Let's see. Lady Blind Wolf.
Hi, Tess. Hi, Aaron. Hi, Dory. Hi, Maya. Hi, Lady Blind Wolf. Hi, Lisa.
So let's see. This is what we have. We have Tess. We have Lucian. We have Lee Song Song. And we have Lady Blind Wolf. Did I miss anybody? Everybody. I think that's everybody so far. Hi, Hexen. How are you? I'm so sorry I missed your live. I did not get an alert. I'm going to have to go and check to make sure I have notifications turned on. Oh, was he live on YouTube? Or was he live on Facebook?
On YouTube.
Ah. Yeah, why didn't I get an alert? I'm upset. Okay. So that's all 4 people for now. So don't forget, if you want to get on something similar to one of those, and we're going to get started. All right, let me see. Let's move the mic a little bit. And I'm going to shuffle. So, Tess, you are up. So please post your question please post your question in the comments. Hi, Opal. I'm here. So sorry I was eating. Well, hey, me too. You should have seen me. I was like panic eating. I was literally panic eating because I didn't, my food didn't arrive until like 20 past 6. And by the time I try to get stuff set up and all that, and I'm trying to get set up and I'm trying to eat at the same time, and I'm literally like panic eating. I never like as I had chow mein and hot and sour soup, and I'm eating soup, and I didn't realize until this moment it's very difficult to eat liquid. Like just unless you like pick up the bowl and go, you're not getting it down at any fast pace. So I'm panic eating soup. I'm like, I'm gonna be ready for my life. So but we got to eat. All right, let's see. Let's see. Oh, hi, Fairy Wren. How are you? No chicken bucket tonight. We gotta think. Opal Owl, you just gave me an idea. Guys, what do you think? Because I'm not the wizard unless I'm doing weird stuff. I'll make Lucian go into Burger King and get me a crown, and I'll do readings as the king. The Burger King. I'm going to try to do that. Booklight is eating cheesecake.
That sounds amazing, Aaron. Cheesecake.
I love me some cheesecake. Oh, all right. Did I say hi to everybody? Bo West Hexen says, Dave, did you make that? I did make this hat. I made this hat. Let's see. I'll pull it off the bean and show this. Look at it's two-sided. So the inside's like a felt, and the outside's like this green fabric, which I stole from Lucian, but I thought it was really cool. And I kind of broke out the sewing machine and put this bad puppy mamma jamma together, and boom. I want to make a few more. And look at, I can make the thingy go any way I want. Look at, we'll just sit. Wait, we can do it like that. If we can curl it up. Look at that, like I'm going to take a nap. Anyways. Let me take down Honey Owlet Moon. And I got to see, did Tess post a question? N-E-Y-L-T. I hope I charge the battery on this Apple Pencil. I'll be writing and nothing will be happening. Okay. So Tess, let's look for Tess. Did she post her question? Tess. I'm just looking through and make sure Tess did it. Hello, Lucian. Tess, did you post your question? Here it is. Boom, I knew I'd find it. How will my family mend from the various addiction issues? Oh, that's a good one. Let's see what the cards say. And let me say, I'm really sorry to hear, about this. Addiction it's a big issue these days. And look, I'll like level with all you guys. Everyone that's in here, they know that I smoke a bit of weed. But here's the thing: I don't drink. It looks like weed is like the only thing, and I don't get addicted. Like I've stopped when I went on vacation. I stopped, and I feel no withdrawal symptoms, So, and I don't know. I just don't believe that it's a very addictive thing, and it does a lot more good, for pain treatment. There is a huge fentanyl epidemic here in Rhode Island. It's really bad, and it's crazy because right behind where I work, so my company's land abates. It goes right up against the outer edge of like a college campus, and there's just all woods behind us. But the thing is, it's gotten so bad that there's actually an encampment deep within those woods of homeless people that you see them all over the road because like it's a main road, and they're at various corners out there just with the homeless sign collecting money. And they go and they live in the woods in this little tent city. It's the craziest thing. We actually had a scare where our building was put on lockdown. One of the, town police went in to kind of see what was going on in there, and was going through one of the guy's backpacks and, got stuck with a needle, and, they had to rush him out, they actually airlifted him out, because I guess he had like passed out. I don't know what was in this syringe. I think it was fentanyl, but, yeah, we were on lockdown. They had like hazmat there. It was crazy. I hate to hear, because that's like the big thing, at least here out east, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, is fentanyl. First responders, like the cops here, are required to carry Narcan on their bodies at all times. Crazy, crazy, crazy. All right, let's put these up here. Dum, dum, dum. All right, interesting. So far. All right, let me tell you what I'm seeing here. First off the bat, I see Dark Lord, which tells me that there's strong influences. And let me solo that in. Let's bring this in. And let me just pull the question. That's her question. I just want to pull it off so you can see the cards. So, right, we start with the Dark Lord. The Dark Lord, he's manipulative. So there's influence there that I think needs to be broken, for moving forward. And then we have the Ace of Wands. Ace is kind of like new beginnings. I see this, once the influence is broken, right, that change, that road to recovery, if you would, and I see that happening here, because now we're going to go to our Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight, he brings news or change, or he's always moving forward, always bringing. But now when you look at this Knight, he's kind of down on one knee. He's leaning on his, I don't know if that's like a club or whatever that is, his shillelagh, which is telling me that, this road is not an easy one, right? He's going to be, to make it up that road, it's going to be a bit of a grind. And I think that it's kind of interesting how the card's pulled like this, because it's really kind of common sense. Like, obviously, getting over addiction is going to be a grind, and it's depicted here. But the big thing standing out is the manipulation, is the influence. There's something very influencing here that has to be dealt with. Look, I'll point. I don't have a pointer, but I use my Apple Pencil. Right, the manipulation here, it's strong, right? This needs to be dealt with, and then this forward momentum. I hope that makes sense. All right, does that make sense? All right, so that was Tess. Honey Alley, we have issues here in Alaska too with all of that. It really is a huge thing these days. It's sad, pretty sad. All right, so that's Tess. Up next is Lucien. Mr. Lucien. We'll do Lucien's reading. Please post do you want to post it in the chat? Tess says, awesome. Thank you. You are welcome. You are welcome. Absolutely, anytime. I love doing this. Lucien, it's your turn.
Okay, I sent it to you.
What? I can't read a text?
Oh.
Put it in the chat.
No, because I don't want it in the chat.
Oh, okay. So he wants to. Oh, this is going to be really. How am I going to do this live?
Well, you can still see what you see in the cards.
All right. Well, I'm going to have to. Okay. So Lucian wants it to be a private thing, and I understand why. So I'm going to try to. I'm going to try to say this reading without.
Substitute
All right.
or a different name.
I know.
Say the Billabong.
So now, so what's the question? One more time. Do the things that hold it up again. I'll make sure. Okay, that's what I thought. Reciprocal.
Yes.
Reciprocal. Okay. Ah. Okay. I'm going to shuffle this up. Good. Can I put the cards on the cam?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. You're making this so hard. But what we do for the ones we love. All right. I'm going to cut it right there. Okay, here we go.
Oh, did you get Honeymoon Owlet? She wants a reading.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. We have our King of Swords. We have the Moon card.
Ooh.
It's very already spiritual. Judgment. Okay.
Ooh, interesting. Very interesting.
Very interesting. So, the short answer is yes. Right? We see a lot of spirituality in there. The king, in this sense, now if you look at how he's looking back, that represents them looking back towards you, kind of waiting for you to kind of I don't want to say step up your game, but kind of get into, do what you're doing. Start what you're doing over there. And, I see, because we see the spirituality here. Now, when I look at this card, the Judgment here, what struck me, two things that struck me. One, the Phoenix in there. And I know how you're drawn to Phoenixes. You always talk about Phoenixes. There's an animal or spirit guide reaching out to talk to you. You need to meditate and open your mind up and listen for that message, because there's something there. Whether you know it or not, you've got to seek that out. Because I see like a lot of, no, we look at this card, it's like the Judgment card, but no, I see a lot of mentoring. I see people, it is judging, but like in here, it looks like they're judging a test, right? The students sitting here are taking a test, and right, the lady with the book almost looks like the teacher. It's that kind of judging. They're judging, your seriousness, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't. Well, without giving any details away, that's kind of what I see.
It's interesting because one of them, you mentioned the Phoenix. One of them is related to fire.
Yeah.
And it's the one
definitely
that
there.
I realized when I was reading about said thing that we have a lot of similarities, hence the rice.
I got it. Yeah. Okay.
And then the Phoenix, because they represent fire.
Yep. All right. Let's see. Do I have anybody new? Well, I don't see any. Honey Owl Moon. I got. I want one, please. Oh, all right. I will. I'll make you. I'll make you one, Hexen. Absolutely. Maybe I'll bang it out this weekend.
Mystical Enlightenment would like a reading. And
Okay.
Fairy Wren says, "You always read with such grace and understanding."
Oh, all right. Hold on. Let me write this down. Who wants a reading?
Mystical Enlightenment.
Oh, there it is. MYSTC.
Wait, who's Mystical Enlightenment? Everyone's changing their YouTube names.
All right. So mystical enlightenment. You are on the list. Yeah, baby. All right. Let's see. Okay. Lee Sun Sang. If I'm saying that right.
It's Willow Lee.
Lee, you are up next. Please post your question. And let's look at some of these comments. What is Spice is bad? Her cops have to carry. Yeah. Yep. It's true. Let's see. Oh, there it is. You always read with such grace and understanding. Oh, thank you. I try. All right. So we're still waiting for David Lucian. Can I have? Yes, you can. I will add you to the list somewhere in time. Put that in here. Yes.
Hi, Caroline.
You are on the list. All right. How are you? It's good to see you. Right now, I'm waiting for Lee Sun Song to post her question. We'll wait a few more minutes because I know sometimes the app that we use kind of lags a little bit sometimes. So I want to make sure before we move on, because up next is Lady Blind Wolf. All right, so the list goes Lady Blind Wolf, Honey Owl Moon, Mystical Enlightenment, and Somewhere in Time. So I think we might have lost Lee. So I'm gonna put a star next to her name and let's move on. Lady Blind Wolf. I look at the camera over here. Lady Blind Wolf, please post your question in the chat, please. Da, 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 da. Mm-hmm. Lady Blind Wolf. It's like we're waiting for the questions. Like, well, while we're waiting for Lady Blind Wolf to post her question, how's everyone's week going? You know, I've been thinking of doing a video series on just what we call seshing. And that's just chit chat, idle chit chat. Oh, you posted it. Let me see. Yep. Okay. I have a serious situation. Will it be okay on Friday? Okay, got it. It's a little laggy. Okay. A serious situation. All right. Let's see. Oh, there's Lee's. All right, I'll do you right next. Okay. All right, let's do this one first. I think I got to I gotta use like my iPad or something for the chat. While StreamYard is really cool for having the chat right in there, it's a bit laggy. All right, let's see what we have about this situation here on Friday. Okay. bring up the cards. All right, we have 6 of Pentacles. We have the Hermit. And we have the Tower. Okay. First and foremost, in this 6 of Pentacles, let's bring this up nice and close. So we have the 6 of Pentacles. What's happening in this card here, right, is there, right, if you look at this kid here, he's kind of giving, right? So giving, that's what I'm seeing. And I think in the course of balance, because 6 is a balance card, there needs to be a little bit of give and take. There might be something you have to kind of give. That makes sense. And then we have the Hermit card. And when we have our Hermit card, that's basically a signal to withdraw within to yourself and really seriously think about, a situation, something to really think about. If there's a decision, it's really screaming out to soul search. And then we end up with the Tower card. Now, every time I get the Tower card in this deck, bleh, tongue's not working. I got to go off on my Tower tangent. Because I know that traditionally the Tower card, represents total upheaval. It represents, disaster, if you would. And let's do something. Hey, psh, do you have the Wizards Tarot app on your phone?
No.
Load it. Load it and bring up the Tower card. Because I've never done this, and I really want to do it, but all of my devices are taken.
It's called Wizards Tarot?
Wizards Tarot, yeah. Yeah, I'm even using my iPad. But I want to read from the book, like what the author intended for this card. Oh, cool. Oh, cool. Launch it, bring up the Tower, and hand it to me, please.
Explore. Card.
Oh, just give it to me. I can get there faster.
The Tower?
The Tower.
Okay, it's right here.
Yep. Okay. Let me see, because I got to read this. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to read directly from what the illustrator intended. The Tower is under assault from every direction, and all of the elements are in play. The Tower is often associated with Mars, the god of war, and the destruction and havoc he can wreak. It can symbolize anger, upheaval, destruction, and ruin. The Tower can be a lightning rod for change. The Tower represents enlightenment, inspiration, and release. Ultimately, the Tower experience is one of purification. Then we can go into the key symbols. Again, it's going to get too wordy. But basically, what this Tower represents is that it's not the end all. It's not the calamity, the doom that is typically associated with the Tower. It can be, right? I think it's kind of an up to you sort of thing. And I'm going to tell you, I have to go through some of my own old readings, videos, because I tend to think that I've seen the Hermit next to my Tower here on a number of different readings. And it really is. It's like, so there's something you really have to do some soul searching for. There it's not, the calamity that you might be expecting. But it's not like the super victory either. You gotta, and without knowing really some details of the situation, I hope this is kind of resonating. I hope. If that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. I have it on my phone too. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry it was so long. Oh, I get it. I get it. Okay. All right. So I hope that makes sense. Anyway, so I'm going to move on. Sun Song Weaver. I don't know. What is a Sun Song Weaver? That's interesting. Anyways, I recently told a friend that I have feelings for them. Do they feel the same? Is there room for romance? Wasn't sure how the word toward the question. I think I get it. I do get it. All right. Let's see if the cards get it. Okay. The right camera up. Dun, 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 dun. Oops. It's got a good shuffle. All right. Here we go. All right, we've got the Seven of Pentacles. Okay. Interesting. A lot of sevens. Seven of Swords. Okay. Let's see if I can zoom in on that. All right, so our first card, I get it in frame, is the Seven of Pentacles. Seven to me, it's like completion, wrapping something up. I know I've spoken in the past, and I call this the pentacle tree, and it's all right. It looks like, oh, it's the neighbor. It looks like a tree in fall, right? The leaves are about ready to fall off this tree. The tree did bear fruit, right, in the form of pentacles, but it is the completion. And then we're back to back with another seven card. This is the Seven of Swords. What this card seems to, I get a dual meaning from this card, right? If you see this card, right, this guy, right, the guy, he's got all the swords gathered in, hastily even, and he's kind of holding them and moving on. Now, what do the swords behind him represent? Is he leaving them back there on purpose? Right? He's looking back at them. That expression could be, I'm leaving them back there on purpose and looking back to see if someone takes the bait. Or it could be, I just cannot carry anymore. Okay. Last card is the Two of Swords. And I see in this card, twos typically needs it's like a balance required, if you would. But let's look at her for a moment, right? She's blindfolded. What could that represent? Right? Is she blindfolded because she needs to open her eyes to see something? And that's kind of what I'm getting here. And to be honest, these are the kind of feelings for them. Do they feel the same? I don't know if they feel the same. I can't say. I think that they may not, there's conflicting feelings within them. It definitely doesn't seem like it was expected, if you would. But I guess none of those things, sometimes it's just not expected. Sometimes it is. But I'm not sure, right? So here's what I get from here. Proceed down this route a little slowly, right? Don't press things. You told he or her or whatever how you feel, the message there. I wouldn't push it. Let things unfold. And I get that from the don't be hasty, because I think there's kind of more that I think you need to see before you even go down this route, if that makes any sort of sense. It's kind of slow down a little bit. Don't go in blind. Really kind of take your time. Because it just may not. I mean, it just may not. Hope that makes a little bit of sense. Okay, my iPad decided to go into sleep. It better wake up. No, and it better not close the app. Okay, whew. All right. So we took care of Lee Sung and Lady Blind Wolf. So Honey Owlet Moon, you're next. And let's see. Is there any other person that wants a reading? If you want a reading, I'll put it in the comments. Just kind of make one of these things. Or you could type, hey, I want a reading, all in caps. It's just going to stand out because, it got to stand out. All right. Anyways, next up, Honey Owlet Moon. Please post your question. Opal Owl. See, that's how it's done. That's how it's done. You just make a little arrow like that. O-W-L. Opal Owl, my dear friend. Uncle Badger, that works. As long as it stands out. You know what I'm saying? Uncle Badger. Okay. Okay, I see some. I see somewhere's question. But we're not on you. I might just do that one since he's paying attention. But no, Honey Owlet Moon should be next. Yeah. Oh, general. Okay. Well, at least now I have somewhere's question. Oh, that's good. All right. Honey wants a general. Yep, I see ya. You did it right. All nice big caps. Works perfect. I don't care if you yell at me. Isn't that what they call typing in all caps? Yelling? Please yell at me. I like it. All right. Mm-hmm. Da-da-da-da-doo-doo. I think my next reading, I'm going to I gotta start switching up decks. I gotta give myself a challenge. Oh, I gotta give out some bad readings. But I want to have a few decks I want to start just kind of getting to know other decks, do some readings with other decks. What the hell's with tonight? Oh my God. All right, let's bring this right in here. So we're starting with the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles, right, is kind of hitting your stride. Balance achieved, right? You look at the kid in the card, he's like making pentacles, like physically making them. And he's got them all over the place because he's been really hitting his stride. And then I see Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is completion. In this particular card, right, you see almost similar to the card, the last reading, the Swords card. In this card, with 10 being complete, he's gathering up all of the wands, to move on. It tells me something is concluding. And then the last card is the Nine of Swords. And that's, this is the Nightmare card. So there's gonna be some bumps in the road, honey. I'm gonna pull. Sometimes I need to pull another card because I feel the question from you. It's like, whoa, you get the Nightmare card. Oh God, what is happening? And I just want to do one more card to see if we can get some outcome at the end of this tunnel. All right, and we pull out the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles, right? That tells me that he's like the bringer of news, and be on the lookout for that, because that's going to be what gets you past the Nightmare card, the Swords. It almost is like, is it kind of self-induced? There's something that, like a revelation, to get you beyond that. So just kind of open mind, meditate, and just keep everything open, so that you will get this message when it comes your way. And that is that reading. All right, so that's Honey Owl Moon. And yeah, boy, that was a true. If I got that reading, I'm sorry. If I got the reading, I'd be upset. Hi guys, I gotta start doing again kind of one-on-one readings. Kind of figure out how to do it. I've been wanting to do that. Because I've done it a few times in certain situations, like Honey Owl Moon. I think we need to we gotta kind of set up some time and do a full Celtic spread on this, because I think there's so much more that we need to know, that just 3 cards and even 4 cards aren't gonna cut it. So, honey, I mean, oh, and she says half of it I can't even control. But see, that's the thing. And I'm going to put this up here. And it's going to have a lot going on internally and externally. And half of it you can't even control. That's where I don't want to say I disagree with you, but in other words, we're all in control. I'm going to give you, so the Wiz is going to give some advice. This isn't the cards. This is just my sage old advice. We are in control of ourselves, right? And you've got to not be afraid to, and you've got to not forget to take care of you. Everybody's got to do it. I tell Lucian that all the time. You got to take care of you also. I need to take care of me. And you have to understand that, because if you keep putting yourself kind of in harm's way, now believe me, I'm that kind of person too. I always, I'm always the one trying to fix things, and try to be the easygoing, just trying to patch things up everywhere. And sometimes it blows up in your face. At least that's my analogy, because it's kind of like I've kind of been there a little bit and kind of out of that control. But anyways, I am going to send you some healing energy for strength, some some distant Reiki. Just be on the lookout for that. Give you some strength. We'll do that. That's honey owl. Let me just, I want to just, okay, jot it down so I don't forget, because I do. But yeah, we're going to send you some healing. All righty. Let's see. Where are we now? Up next is Mystical Enlightenment. I think she posted her question a while back. I'm going to go find it. No, not yet. At least I thought she did. Anyways, Mystical Enlightenment. General. There we go. Woohoo! Like it like that. Like it like that. Oh, I love all you guys. You guys, we are like a cool little family. Oh, not even little. A cool big internet family over here. Oh yes, love you guys. All right, Mystical Enlightenment. We're gonna do a general. All right. Let me get a good shuffle in here. It's like so quiet. It's like, wait a minute, I'm not doing a live. Crickets. I want to get a cricket sound effect. All right. All right. The first card we have here is build the suspense. We have the World card. I think I got to take that banner down here. All right. We have the World card. You know what that means? Ultimate success. You've got the world in your hand. Oh. Three of Cups. Growth. Right? I see cheers. I see, cups in the air. Nine of Wands. Whenever I see this card here, let's get that out of the way. Oh, what has the wizard got over there? Cracking myself up. Right? Whenever I see this card, Nine of Wands, right, I see someone that like stood up all those wands, and she's and is that a he or she? I think it's she, holding that wand, almost like proud. So there's good things coming. You're going to get some sort of, I see some sort of growth here that's worthy of celebrating. And my wizard's hat and these glasses are killing me. I see that, celebration, the toast, if you would, the pride and the happiness. And yeah, there's going to be a period of really good, happy growth. That makes sense. Not the gross kind of growth, right? We're not like growing funguses. It's a good growth. Oh my goodness. All right. Let's cross this out. All right. Somewhere in Time Tarot, you are up next. Let's see. And just in case, I'm going to do it one more time. Guys, if you want to get a reading, we're at 50 minutes. We'll do a few more. Just put one of those in the comments, right, like that, and we will add you to the list. Okay, Somewhere in Time Tarot. Caroline, did you post your question? If not, please do. Let me see. I know someone posted their question. Oh, yes, you did. Here we go. 20-year relationship, been having serious problems. What do I see? Okay. Well, 20 years. It's like Lucian and I have been married. Well, we've known each other, I think, around 7 years. And it seems like forever. In a good sort of way, right? Because, like, we feel the same about each other today as, like, the day we met. But we're still young, and we forget that. Oops, hold on. All right, let's shuffle. So, anyways, where you guys are from, have you been getting this like weird weather like we have? I was talking to a coworker, and he's in the Carolinas, so he's kind of further down the coast than because we're in Rhode Island, and yeah, we were just talking about winter activities, skiing, because I love skiing, and I was like, oh yeah, there was no skiing, very little because we'll get a few cold days, and then it's 60 degrees. It's just been bizarre. And he said, yeah, it's been the same where he's at. So I was wondering if it's like that all over the world. It's kind of scary. I'm a big believer in global warming and that we really need to start taking care of Mother Earth. We really do. Because Mother Earth is weeping at what we're doing to her. We can see that in these dramatic changes. Crazy. All right, rant over. All right, let's there's the camera's over there. Why am I looking over there? What is wrong with me? Okay, 20-year relationship. Let's see. We got a world card again. Jeez, I've really shuffled that. I see the I feel the turmoil. Interesting. We see, the world card here, and bam, we've got the seven of the 9 of swords. Just another one of those readings, because then we go with the King of Wands, and to me, the King of Wands, especially when I look at this king, I see the fire, the sternness. I see just a dominating male presence there, and this is very fiery. And in terms of a relationship, I don't see it as passion. I almost see a lot of anger. Now I want to, because I think that's where we're at now, right? I think there's a bit of anger I'm seeing in there. It's another situation where we need to pull a few more cards, because I think we're seeing what's going on now. But what? And I just want to Just want to give the deck another quick shuffle. All right, and let's see, because there's just more to this story too. Okay, we're going to cut this deck and we're going to pull that. All right, so I pulled two more because I felt like two more would do. And what we have here is the Four of Wands. That's the dance card. That's kind of give and take, right? I'm still kind of going along with the whole theme. I feel that there needs to be more give and take in this relationship. And then the very last card is the Hanged Man. And we know what that means, right? The Hanged Man is needing self-sacrifice before change can occur. And that is how I'm going to say it, because this could be taken two ways. But it's going to be up to you to kind of interpret this. You need to sacrifice something before change can occur. That could be sacrificing something so that you can get positive change in the relationship. Or it could mean, that's it. I mean, I would hate to say, a 20-year relationship, but it's unhealthy to kind of keep going on with an unhealthy relationship, even though you invested a lot of time. You've got to take care of yourself. But the thing is, 20 years tells me that, look, if you've been together 20 years, you know how to get along, right? And you got to kind of get back to that basics, right? That's what I'm thinking the Hangman card is saying here, is that there's going to need to be some self-sacrifice and just kind of, make sure you're not sweating the small things. And just, as I tell Lucian all the time, be a team. Face all the issues. Instead of having my issues, your issues, there are issues. Our finances are our issues. Cleaning the litter boxes is our issue. So I hope this kind of makes sense. This is kind of what I'm kind of seeing here. Yep. That's the cards. Sometimes the cards say what the cards say. All right, let's go back over here. All right. Let's see. That was somewhere. But he definitely. Yes, hold on. We got the response. I'm a Leo. He's an Aries. We got at it now. Very bad, fiery. Oh my God, a lot of anger. He's too controlling. Yeah. Actually, let me bring this back up, because it's a good thing I didn't take him down. But yes, look at that king. Right? You kind of described him in your comment. A lot of anger, fire, and too controlling. I mean, and it's a hard thing, but you cannot, you cannot, sacrifice yourself if someone's being very narcissistic. Another one, I will make a note of this one, because I'm going to send you some Reiki energy when I'm done. Give you some strength. All right. Strength. Okay. Yeah, Dave, exactly. He's doing this because I am injured and thinks he can get away with this now with being. Oh, that's the thing. That's the thing. It's like, when you're that's when you're the most vulnerable is when you're injured. And I remember the first time, not that I was injured, but I had an operation, and I think it was probably a year after Lucian and I were living together. And I just remember, first of all, I remember him taking me to the hospital, waiting there because it was outpatient surgery, waiting there. And, he took me home and took it. I was like, it was just, and that just goes to show you there's a certain level of expectation that I think we all have the right to have when we're at our most vulnerable, injured and stuff like that. If you truly love someone and they're injured, you would do everything you can to make their lives better, not worse. Or at the least, you would just walk away so that it would stay the same. You wouldn't try to make it worse. As a matter of fact, I would try to make it better. Anyways, I'm going to send some healing energy. Don't fall down, SpongeBob.
I'm good.
All right. We've been on for an hour. Do we have any more? Let me scroll up to the arrow that I made. Do we have any more people that want a reading?
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Witchy in the Woods. Hello.
Witchy in the Woods.
All right. I'll make one more. This is going to be the last call. Last call for readings. Make one of those. There we go. The Bone Whisperer wants one. Absolutely, Hexen. I'm going to put you up here. Oh, my God. Let's start that over again. Oops, going to go like this. Boy, I spelled that wrong. All right. Nope. Opal Owl, you are next. Didn't forget. You are next. I think I've just been reading kind of slow tonight. Nope. So Opal, yeah, post your question, please. Absolutely. Nope. Opal Owl is up next. We have Opal Owl, and then Uncle Badger, and then Hexen, the Bone Whisperer. That is on our list. Just a general. Go. We can do that. All right. Yep. So, we have Gypsy Lee. All right. Okay. All right. Let's gather these together, and we're going to do our general for Opal. All righty. Everybody. We need music. Not that kind, honey. Not that kind. Oh, no, girl. Oh, no, girl. Oh, my goodness. All righty. The Alchemist. It's a good one. Oh, shit. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Alchemist. Calculating. Where did my Apple Pencil go? Holy mackerel, I can't lose that. Notice like he's carefully measuring, carefully calculating. In the near future, weigh every option very carefully. Right? Be careful of those. Someone is trying to stab you in the back. Right? It's pretty literal. I see this here. Just be very aware of that. Ten of Swords, right? Something to be aware of. But then we have Nine of Wands. If you remember from when this card popped up before, a sense of accomplishment. Things, stay on your path. Just be very calculating, don't jump into anything really quick. You really want to measure each ingredient, especially during this time where there's could be some influences that are not in your best interest. You steer that course, and right, I see that sense of completion that, hey, I did it. I made it. If that makes any sort of sense for the is. Do. All right. All right, that was Uncle Badger, you are next. So Opal, I hope that made sense. All right. Let's see. Do you know how it is? My style pen I text with. I ask him where it is. Before it was on the table. He hates when I'm online. I found it in the garbage. Yeah, why the hell I don't even have the camera pointed at me. Oh, honey. Oh, honey. That's like something I would never dream of doing to anybody. Even Lucian and I, God, we do things that annoy the shit out of each other. We do it to push each other's buttons. But at the end of the day, we're smiling. I would never, oh no. He'd come home and find his clothes in the garbage. Fuck that shit.
Poke.
Don't show poke. See, I'm going to get you with the wavy finger.
Poke.
Right. Uncle Badger, where are you? Uncle Badger's getting a general. All righty. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's narcissist for you. Yeah, that's true. I hate to say it. It's like that. I don't want to. I got to start another live. It's not enough days in the week, but I got to start up another live. Just me ranting, my political rants. I can't. I tell you, any of you guys out there that are not in the United States, we must look like a bunch of fools on this side of the pond. I'm going to tell you, with our political landscape, I can't. I don't know. All righty, so we're going to do Uncle Badger's General. I'm going to get a nice shuffle on these cards. All right. Split them here. Okay. All right. Oops, got to bring the camera up. Boom. We've got, who do we have here? Ace of Swords. Cards have been rough today. Interesting. Cards have been rough today. Okay, Ace of Swords. New beginnings, like a slight change, right? Some, kind of a little jaunt to the left. When I see this card, right, I see someone that's a little bit resistant to change. It looks like she's kind of looking back. But there is going to be a little bit of change coming, something beginning in your life. Follow that up with our Seven of Wands. This is almost like an onslaught, if you would. Right. And when I see this card, it's like King of the Hill. Right. He's battling down, like all these people are trying to kind of knock him down, and he's holding his own. And that tells me that you're going to a little bit of a battle somewhere before you. Stand your ground. Stand your ground. Fight for what you believe in. But most importantly, now we're going to put a little pencil over here. This is our Three of Cups. Be very aware of what's before you. Because whenever I see this cup, right? This cup, listen to me, I'm bats. This card, right? He's like pining, dreaming, this thought bubble with a cup in it. It's like, he's longing for that cup. But all along, there's three of them right in front of him. So be aware of what's in front of you as well. You want to hold your ground where you're at, but you don't want to do anything hastily. Be thankful and keep your eyes open for what you have, because it might end up that everything that you're longing for, you have right in front of you. If that makes any sense. Ba-dum. So that's Uncle Badger. All right, let's what are you giggling at over there, Giggly Poo? You're crazy. Oh my God, I'm with crazy. Oh my God, just delete it. There we go. All right, who's next? Hexen, my dear, you are next. All right, you posted it before. Let me this thing scroll. We got some scroll going on. Okay, boom, there it is right here. What can I do on my end to release these feelings of loneliness and anger in order to find inner peace? Okay, inner peace. Ooh, we all need a little some of that. Okay, let's see. Okay. Let's bring the table right up in here. Okay, getting myself a good shuffle. Kind of getting better at shuffling cards. Do you guys remember when I first started reading? I mean, I still suck at it. It's still awful. It's still like an awful mess when I try to shuffle. But it's getting a little bit better. Yeah, just in case you're wondering. That is my voice sounding like it's like about to give out. I sound like Marge Simpson over here. What the heck? Okay. All right, Hexen, right? We are going to start with the sun. It's interesting. Toast. Right, look at that card. Oh my God, dear. This is actually good. This is actually good. I like this reading. Okay, so let me tell you something. Right, we have the sun card. Right, whenever I see this card, right, the sun, I don't have my book. I sometimes read by the book meaning of it, but when I see this card, I see someone who's, right, he's beautiful, he's content, he's got the Wheel of Fortune in his hand, he's got, his spirit guide with him. It's, sunflowers outside the window. I want you to look at this card because that's the beauty that you possess, if you would. That's you. Now, you're feeling lonely at the time, and that's natural, right? But I think sometimes when we get to feeling lonely, and I love speaking to my own story, if you would, when I was lonely, I was fat, just had low self-esteem. I had just lost like half my hair because that's why I shaved my head. I just had no self-esteem, but I had like these different hairstyles to try to compensate. But I had arrived at the conclusion that, yeah, I'm going to be alone for the rest of my life. At that time, if I ever got a glimpse of the future that I was married, I'd be like, well, that's not this reality. I believe in the multiverse. Me being married, not in this one. But the thing is, here I am. Ball and chain is right here. That tells me, and how did I get to this point? A good friend told me, shave your head bald, get rid of all the fucking hair, and just stop trying to, cover up the fact that you're balding, and just embrace it. And put yourself out there. And I did that, and within 2 years, I was in my serious relationship.
Can I say something very quickly?
You can. And I got one more card in this.
I have a PA announcement for everybody.
Oh God!
This is for you, Hexen. And the words.
What are you breaking? Oh my God! You broke my ladder. How am I going to get high?
Oh well, we have plenty of ladders. So
you better be getting one.
To quote one of my most favorite wizards of all time, well, other than Dave.
You see what I'm left with?
Can be found in the darkest of times if one only remembers to turn on the light. Turn on the light.
Oh, good. Now I have something to light my joints with. Last card.
Oh my God, what am I sitting on? Damn it, I'm sitting on everything.
You need to stay away. So this is the thing. You need to start right here. When I see this card, toasting, celebration, you need to kind of put yourself out there, social events. And I see balance and harmony in your future right here. 6 of Cups, right? You think about in the context of this reading, right? You look at the 2 kids playing in a courtyard, but isn't that what newfound love is like? I remember when I first met Lucian. We weren't young by no stretch of the imagination, but boy, we thought we were. My God, we used to go to the clubs. We used to be the ones up on the boxes dancing. Of course, we weren't as fat as we are now. Back then, we kind of were eye candy, but
were. Bitch, I'm still eye candy.
You're about honey. You and I rotund. That's the kind of candy we are.
Bitch, I'm not eye candy. I became the eye candy.
Right? I ate the eye candy.
All right.
Okay, so I hope, Hexen, that makes some sense. Dave, let me see. Dave and imagine, right? That's all I can say. Right? We've had conversations about this. Right? Hold on, let's get the camera up here. Right? A bald guy meets a hairdresser and falls in love. How does that happen? What kind of twisted reality is that? But he's the love of my life. All righty. Okay. That's all right. That's Hexen. So, honey, I hope that that makes sense. And if you ever need anyone to talk to, we are here. Remember that, baby. Okay. I hate when people, and I'm going to send you some strength energy too. We're gonna have to do a whole Reiki bucket before I go to bed.
Kendra said, "What do I need to focus on for my next step on my journey?"
Who's Kendra?
Gypsy.
Oh, just Gypsy Lee. Oh, Kendra. I get that mixed up, but I thought you said Kendra's. There was another Kendra, spiritual journey or something like that. Anyways. Yes. What do I need to focus on for the next step on my journey? Oh. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to tell you what you need to do right now. 'Cause we gotta somewhere in the next year or so. I like to get like a bunch of folks together because you and I, we need to ride the bus together. We'll even ride the bus FaceTiming. That's the first thing. But actually, serious. I've been telling people since I did it. Try to reach out to your spirit guides. Ends up being a fantastic experience once you pull it off. I shouldn't ask me. She asked the cards. Let's see what these things say. Got a nice shuffly poo over here. Let's bring the camera in. Bloop. Okay. I'll do one more shuffle because things aren't done over here. Okay.
Wait, did you say Kendra's spiritual journey?
No, when you said cats, that's why I thought you meant.
Oh no, Gypsy Lee Ravenswood
is Kendra.
Kendra.
Yeah, she's
Debbie is Kendra's spiritual journey.
Yeah. I'm bad with names. No,
it's like they flipped.
Yeah, that always confuses me. King of Swords. Oh, interesting. Okay. These cards are good.
You can do.
I know what I'm doing.
Just let me know.
Oh, look, you made me hit the thingy. Now they're looking at my fat ass. I know how to do it.
Looking at your lumps and bumps.
My lumps and bumps are bumping and lumping.
And swerves.
Okay. So what I see here, King of Swords, to me that represents in the course of this reading, confidence. You need to work on some confidence and strength. This reading is all about strength. I'm going to say strength elements and focus and hardening. Because what I'm seeing here, right? I see focus, strength, and we have our Tower card. How do I put it? Grounding. It's something I think you need to work on. And what do I mean by grounding? Oh, let's bring my fat ass in the picture. Those things that can ground you, center you, different techniques. You should actually check out my wizard class. And I got to post a thingy in there. I've been doing it Sunday afternoons. But seriously, meditation, grounding crystals, just different essential oils. Just work on those things that can get you grounded. Because I think that's a good way to start. You have to start on a good foundation. In your, not that you're starting in your path, but I think from here moving forward, this is what I'm getting from the cards here. Because if we remember what I said before with this particular Tower card, it almost means decision, right? It's enlightenment. It's it's saying once you learn how to ground and center yourself, you can withstand the storm. Kind of like this guy here, right? This is, you can't really. Oh, let's bring this in. Hold on, cameraman. Come on. If you notice, that's what I love about this Tower card is, right, you get the storm and all of the crazy seas and all around it, attacking it. This guy, and this is actually the truth. This guy, I'll have to. I don't have the app on Matt's phone. It's over there. But this is actually, I believe, the magician. And this is kind of where he is. And if you look at the card, I'll have to try to find it. She's the last in our reading. Let me see if I can find the card. Because it's actually a trip. But what I'm trying to say here is, in this particular card, it isn't the doom and gloom. It isn't the calamity that the tower usually represents, but it's signifying that with proper strength and proper preparation, you can withstand a lot of those storms and turmoil. So I think that's kind of what you should focus on your path. Another good thing is singing bowls. Meditation's huge. But I hope that makes sense. This is what I wanted to show. It's the coolest thing that I found out about this deck, right? You look at here, you have a figure kind of near the window and this storm on the outside. And I'm sorry, it was actually the alchemist I meant.
Do you have the other letter that I brought over?
Yeah, I'm keeping it.
Oh, okay, cool. Just making sure.
But look what's going on here. He's in here. He's doing his calculating thing. He's got his candle. But look outside. They're flipped. Isn't it the coolest thing about this deck? And I've got a, let's see, this is the comments. Decisions fits because I'm right there doing the homework so I can make an informed decision. And strength really fits because I have to really stand. Yes. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And that's what I mean by, grounding and centering. It's being ready for the storm. So it says, singing bowls going off at once. Yes. Oh, I did that a few times, and I really tried to, or might try to organize, at least locally. Who knows? Maybe at some sort of gathering or whatever. Just get a bunch of people with singing bowls and everyone sing at the same time. It's an experience to behold. Really is an experience to behold. It's like a giant chord. It's insane. And Gypsy says it is a really cool deck. I think this is the most amazing thing. And actually illustrates my point that this tower is not getting knocked down because look at this guy. He's unfazed. He's in there. I'm like mixing shit, right? It is. So things are so cool inside this tower that I'm sitting here mixing shit like nothing. The wind's not even blowing through the window. It's like nothing because I'm focused and I'm grounded and I'm mixing shit over here. World's falling down around him. The freaking sea's ready to swallow. It's like, yeah, who cares? That's what I mean by these storms. You can brave these storms and make it through unscathed just with a little preparation, Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. So I think that's everyone on the list. That was the last call. Plus, I've been here an hour and a half. Wizards class. Oh, where have I been? Yeah, it's on Sundays. I forgot what time. Matt, what time? Well, Lucian, what time
Yours
is it?
at 3.
It's at 3. 3 o'clock Eastern.
Standard Time.
3 o'clock Eastern on Sundays. I do a wizard class. Yep, we're on episode 3. But that's fine. You'll catch right in. It's fun stuff. And let's see. Now Lucian can read also. Let's bring this in. Now Lucian can read also from the Wizards Tarot deck too. Yeah, he can. He has the app, and I did gift him one. It's like a $700 deck. Seriously, on Amazon. It's insane. And I did, because I love him, I gave him one. Yeah. Bye, Book Lioness.
Bye, Aaron.
Bye. And this is 3 p.m. Sundays wizard class. Absolutely. And what is this? Yes. Oh my God, my Hoodoo Tarot is arriving next Tuesday. Mr. Shopaholic over here.
I bought my Hoodoo Tarot pre-ordered 6 months ago.
And someone says, I have 2 decks too. I love them. Oh yeah. It's I know. As a matter of fact, I have to, because there's a few people. I want to get all the people together, maybe for one of the popcorn parties or something, that have the Wizard's Tarot deck. I know there's a couple of you out there that have it. And I'd love to kind of just do a live, just talking about the deck and what we think. Kind of like a collaborative. Think about that, guys. And if it sounds like a good idea, let me know. I'll arrange it. I'll get it going. But yeah. Tess says, thank you so much. See you both Sunday. Absolutely. We'll be here. And that's it, guys. We're going to wrap it up here. And you guys have a great night, great rest of your week. And what's tomorrow? Thursday? Anything going on Thursday? I don't know.
It's supposed to be tarot symbolism.
Are we doing tarot symbolism?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Okay, so tomorrow's tarot symbolism. And Friday is the popcorn party.
Tomorrow's tarot symbolism is going to be at 7 p.m.
7 p.m.?
Yeah.
Yeah. That works.
Just to let you know, folks. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
8 Stunden Team.
Tarot Thursday symbolism.
Okay. Oh, guys, you're so welcome. Good night, Lisa. Thanks for joining us. Mystical Entangle, you are so welcome. So very welcome. And we do this every week on Wednesdays. We do our readings. Yeah. All right, guys. I love you all. Have a great night.